There is no doubt that tubing is one of the best and most unique ways to experience the Smokies. Floating down a mountain waterway offers a perspective that the majority of visitors to the area never experience. Tubing offers beautiful stretches of peaceful floating with the occasional exciting run of whitewater. But to make the most of your time on the river, there are some things you can do and bring with you. So in today's content, we are at the River Rat Tubing Outpost in Townsend, Tennessee, and we will be running down our top tips to have an awesome tubing experience. Tip number 1, advance booking. You will first want to plan your trip. River Rat has an online reservation system to book a time slot for your float. There are also online waivers to complete. You will want to complete both before heading to River Rat. This will save you the potential for a headache once you arrive. Cell service at the outpost is typically dreadful, and the last thing you want when your family is just ready to get on the water is to be standing in the parking lot filling out forms, or to arrive only to find out there are no more spaces available on the river that day. So make sure you make a reservation and knock out the waivers prior to arrival. If you book more than a day in advance, you can take advantage of their $5 discount for advance booking. Keep in mind the outpost will hold your keys while you're on the float. Tip number 2, daily rates and season passes. River Rat has the option to purchase season passes, so if you frequent the Smokies or live nearby, this may be a good option for you. As you can see here, daily passes vary by age and time of booking. These day passes run from $11.99 to advance booking for children ages 3 to 5, to walk-in purchases for adults at $29.99, another good reason to book in advance. The Dog Day Pass is $16.99 and does not include an advance purchase discount. By comparison, the Tubing Season Pass is $69.99 and does not include a discounted rate for children. It includes unlimited trips at both outposts, $5 off whitewater rafting trips at their Hartford location, and $15 off cabana rentals, which we are not covering here, but information can be found in the description of this video. It seems like the math here lends way to at least 3 tubing trips per season that would be required to make this season pass of value. Also worth noting here, for the season pass to make sense for one of the discounted youth tickets, it would take a few more trips than the 3.
She's floating, she's floating.
Good job, Bella.
Randy looked like a pro doing that.
Yeah.
Tip number 3, what to bring. We have found 3 tools indispensable for a great tubing trip. The first are paddles. Even on an average water level day, there are some spots on the river where you'll get hung up on some rocks along your float. If you're caught without a paddle, this means you will be getting up out of your tube and navigating parts of the river on foot to find deeper water. A paddle can help you to steer away from shallow spots and help you to pry free from the rogue rocks that can hold you up along your progress. The second tool is a tether. Groups of tubers will often get separated while floating down the river. If you hope to enjoy your experience together, you can attach your tubes with a tether through the tube handles. This is especially helpful if you have children in your group. We have experienced times without tethering where our babies have drifted farther away from us than we would have wanted. Floating down the river should be a relaxing time, and a tether will not only ensure a worry-free experience with your children, but also allow you to experience the float together as a group or a family. And the third useful tool for tubing is a good pair of water shoes. We have tried many and found these Sequay water shoes to be the best we have found so far. Even with a tether and paddles, there will likely be some times you will need to get out of your tube and walk. Even if it's just a few steps here and there, you will not want to do it barefoot or with sandals. We've lost a sandal or two on this stretch of water. The river bottom is slick and rocky. With the water flowing, walking can be a tad dangerous in some spots. A sturdy water shoe can be a lifesaver in these moments. If you forget to bring any of these 3, good news. River Rat's Outpost has all 3 for sale at reasonable prices. And now tip number 4, choosing your run. Now that we've discussed what to bring, it brings us to our next tip, choosing which outpost to take off from. Choose Outpost A for a family-friendly, dog-friendly river tubing journey downriver suitable for those ages 3 and up. You can paddle, swim, or jump from the rock that marks our favorite swimming hole. Be Be aware that most of the river borders private property, so only jump from marked spots. Speaking of pets, River Rat has special tubes for our four-legged friends. Be sure to ask for one before shoving off. Choose Outpost B for the thrill seekers 6 and older in your group who'd like to up the ante and enjoy some exhilarating rapids along their float trip. This course also features some gorgeous swimming holes along the way.
Good job!
That's my butt. Oh, poor Randy. Oh, he got it. He got it. Yes. Good job, everybody.
Keep in mind that while tubing, you are in nature and therefore have the potential to run into wildlife. We've seen beavers, turtles, ducks, cranes, even snakes and large spiders. Viewing some of the wildlife is a joy and a great photo opportunity, but we know that some folks may be a little hesitant around a few of the creatures hanging around by the water. Bringing along a waterproof camera like a GoPro or a dry bag for your phone is a great way to capture wildlife and other moments in the water. Personally, we prefer Outpost B for its rapid runs and long stretches of peaceful water. But for a tamer experience, Outpost A fits the bill. A note for either run. There are some sections where, with a paddle, you can elect to hit a rapid or a still section of water, if you keep an eye out. However, the still section may involve a little walking. Additionally, in high water conditions, we caution bringing younger children. This is especially true for first-time tubers. On our inaugural run, the water was high, and we did not have tethers. We were nervous for the babies and our inexperience with the water moving so swiftly. River Rat does regulate the age of tubers in high water. You can always check the water levels on their website. The water level also dictates the amount of time you will be tubing. In high water, we have completed our float in under 45 minutes, but in lower and average water, our trip has lasted an hour and a half. So the time you want to set aside for a trip to River Rat Tubing Outpost can vary greatly depending upon water levels. As we stated in the opening, tubing in the Smokies is an amazing experience. It couples peaceful stretches of floating with exhilarating rapid runs. It is a different way to connect with the place that we love so much. Before our first tubing trip, I thought I'd experienced the Smokies comprehensively. After tubing, I realized not only that I hadn't, but I was missing an integral Smokies experience. Hopefully we have thoroughly articulated what a great experience tubing has been for our family, and this content will be of value to you and yours on your next or first tubing trip. As always, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
I feel like something's about to hit me any second now.
Joey found some sunglasses in the water. She just let her know. I'll be like, hey.
Those are my sunglasses. Oh, Joey's stuck.
If you made it this far, like if you liked it, comment if you're a fan, subscribe if you're feeling it. If not, that's okay too.
Wow.